victims have to face could be of professional, academic, financial, and social effective harassment and discrimination. There could be decreased work or school performance and increased absenteeism, loss of job or career, loss of income, having to drop courses, change academic plans, or leave school, loss of tuition, having one's personal life offered up for public scrutiny. The victim becomes the accused, and his or her dress style and private life will often come under attack. Note, this rarely occurs for the perpetrator, and I have come across many such examples where people are that आपने कुछ किया होगा तो आपके साथ ऐसा हुआ है. Defamation of character and reputation, loss of trust in environment similar to where the harassment occurred, loss of trust in types of people that occupy similar positions as the harasser or his or her colleagues, extreme stress upon relationship with significant others, sometimes resulting in divorce, extreme stress on peer relationships or relationship with colleagues, weakening of support network or being ostracized from profession or academic circles. Friends, colleagues, or family may distance themselves from the victim or shun him or her altogether. Having to relocate to another city, another job, or another school, loss of references and recommendations. Other related reactions. Okay, just a minute. Some psychological consequences. Some of the psychological and health effects that can occur in someone who has been harassed or discriminated against are depression, anxiety, or panic attacks, sleeplessness or nightmares, shame and guilt, difficulty concentrating, headaches, fatigue or loss of motivation, stomach problems, eating disorders, weight loss again, alcoholism, feeling betrayed or violated, feeling angry or violated to its, or violence to its perpetrator, feeling powerless or out of control, increased blood pressure, loss of confidence and self-esteem, withdrawal and isolation, overall loss of trust in people, traumatic stress, post-traumatic stress disorder, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, suicidal thoughts or attempts, suicide. Other related reactions and symptoms could be persistent sadness, negative outlook, irritability, mood swings, impulsivity, emotional flooding, anxiety, fears of loss of control, excessive guilt and shame, escapism, fantasies, compulsive thoughts, rage episodes, obsessional fears, crying spells, persistent anger and fear, decreased self-esteem, self-doubt, diminished self-confidence, decreased concentration, feelings of humiliation, helplessness, vulnerability, and alienation. Some psychobiological symptoms include gastrointestinal disorders, jaw tightening, teeth grinding, dizziness, nausea, diarrhea, tics, muscle spasms, fatigue, dyspepsia, neck pain, back pain, pulse changes, headaches, weight loss, weight gain, increased perspiration, cold feet and hands, loss of appetite, binge eating, decreased libido, delayed recovery from illness, sleep disruptions, increased respiratory or urinary tract infections, reoccurrence of chronic illnesses, ulcers, irritable bowel syndrome, migraines, eczemas, etc. Effects of harassment and discrimination on the organization. Now, there would be decreased productivity and increased team conflict. There would be decrease in success at meeting financial goals because of the team conflict. There would be decreased job satisfaction, loss of staff and expertise from resignation to avoid harassment or resignations, firing of alleged harasser, loss of students who have to leave school to avoid harassment, decreased productivity or increased absenteeism, increased health care cost and sick pay costs because of the health consequences of harassment, The knowledge that harassment is permitted can undermine ethical standards and discipline in the organization in general, loss or respect for and trust in their seniors who indulge in it or turn a blind eye to harassment. If the problem is ignored, a company or school image can suffer. Legal cost if the problem is ignored, and complainants take the issue to the court. Some prevention techniques. The first step is to acknowledge that harassment, discrimination, bullying can exist in any workplace. The most effective way to prevent bullying is for employees to send a clear message that workplace bullying is unacceptable. Following are some steps that can be taken to minimize and prevent bullying in the workplace. Support and involvement from the senior management is essential in effecting change and preventing bullying before it becomes a problem. Occupational health and safety committees are ideally placed to deal with these issues. Build an effective prevention program. Establish clear expectations in writing for all employees by adopting a company policy that states expected standards of conduct. Upon hiring, new employees should be asked to review and acknowledge the policy as a condition of employment. Existing employees should be sent a copy and be required to acknowledge receipt. The policy should be redistributed to all employees periodically. Managers must be specially well informed of the policy, as they may be asked to explain it to employees in their charge, help disseminate information, and ultimately to enforce it. Managers can be held responsible, liable either for the conduct or for failure to act to eliminate the conduct. What managers can do? Managers must recognize behavior that has the potential to be discriminatory or harassing and immediately inform the concerned staff. Managers must treat all employees in a fair manner, understand and consistently. Develop and implement procedures about how to file a complaint. Implement policies and cooperate fully with management in attempting to resolve discrimination or harassment, inquiries and complaints. Promptly investigate every complaint thoroughly. Delays of even a few days could result in victims suffering additional harm to the victim and to the company and to the person who may be involved in procrastination. Take immediate and appropriate corrective action, including appropriate disciplinary action if it is determined that unlawful harassment occurred. Do whatever is necessary to end the harassment and prevent the conduct from recurring. How to avoid abuse? Stand firm if you come under verbal attack. Tell the bully you will not put up with being spoken to in that way. Remain confident in your own judgment and ability. Avoid being alone with the bully. If you don't feel up to this, contact the concerned department, representative, union, delegate or supervisor. In organization where there's a union, the union makes sure that it recognizes and views bullying, harassment or discrimination of any nature as serious issue. Develop an extensive policy to deal with it. The policy outlines and shall ensure that workplaces are free of harassment and discrimination. If the policy contains procedure for dealing with complaints, it provides the necessary training and information for members. It also provides the necessary services to deal with and resolve complaints regarding these issues. Through its policy, the union maintains confidentiality. It makes available on request a copy of policy to the members. Appoints a harassment and discrimination officer to deal with all matters including bullying. What everyone can do? It is everyone's responsibility to create a positive work environment. Do not operate on assumptions. Rather, get to know co-workers as individuals. Communicate openly and honestly about differences. Learn about different cultures and backgrounds. Do not tolerate inappropriate jokes or comments. Always consider the other person's perspectives. Never use jokes, words, phrases, and